Hi, and welcome to our first episode of your Disney Teen podcast. I'm Bella, that's spelt with a 3, and I am your Disney Teen. This is my dad. This is the Disney Dad. Dad is spelt with the @ symbol. Now, I do have a question for you. This episode is titled Welcome Home.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Well, I know that when we became DVC members many, many years ago, that they always say welcome home when you show up to one of the resorts.
Yep.
And it's because they want you to feel like you're at home away from home.
Yep. That is exactly why. And I also thought it was a clever thing, so that is the title of today's episode. I will be telling you 3 of my favorite park tips will be at the end. What to expect from this episode is this is entirely an episode telling you what is in the podcast generally. So of course the first 4 episodes after this one will be individual episodes about the parks. I will also talk about individual activities in the park, out of park activities, different ways to navigate through crowds. That's one of my personal favorites because I'm short and I'm a very small person.
You're not short anymore.
I'm not short anymore, but I've gotten very swift and making my way through parade crowds. I'm trying to get to the other side of it. The layout of the park episodes, it's going to be intro. A lot of different episodes, as well as some of the park episodes, will have disclaimers about Disney rules, because I have a couple of strict rules that you should definitely follow. They're there for a reason. Different ways to get to your locations, restaurants, attractions, and of course my personal experience and what I like about it.
Awesome. So what are we going to cover today?
So today we're going to cover the park order you should go in, group splitting methods, and circle method.
Okay.
So the park order you should go in, do you know it?
I don't know.
For when you're going the first time.
I don't know. I've never been before.
The park order you should go in when it's your very first time, especially if you have little kids.
Okay.
Have you heard of that order before?
Well, if you were to ask me for my advice, I've been to Disney World
a lot.
50 plus times in my life.
Uh-huh.
Between going down for vacations and then when Paul Sweepy lived in Florida,
Yeah.
we went down quite a bit. So I think you're 15. I think you've been 25, 30 times already. So
Yeah.
That's a lot. But from my personal experience, I would recommend going to Magic Kingdom last.
Going to Magic Kingdom last is definitely...
Definitely, because especially with small kids, it is the most magical, it is the quintessential Disney experience. So then let's talk about first. First can either be Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios.
That is where every single website says that you're wrong.
No, well, I gotta tell you.
I know, that's
I've
crazy.
been 50 times.
You know more than a website.
I would say Animal Kingdom first because people say it's a half-day park. It's a 3/4 day park.
Yeah.
And you're going to get your feet wet. The crowds aren't as bad. The aisles seem a little wider. So you're going to have a chance to experience the park better. Then Hollywood Studios, especially with the small kids, you're going to have some of the Disney Junior things and the rides and information like that. And then you've got Star Wars.
You've got Star Wars.
So we're going to go to Galaxy's Edge. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Galaxy's Edge.
We're going to drink some blue milk.
Yes.
And we're going to just enjoy the time in the park. And then it's Epcot. It's around the world in Epcot. Get there early. I'm not a rope dropper. Maybe when I was younger I was a rope dropper. But get there early. Take a lap around the world.
I love
figure
that.
out,
It's my
pick,
favorite part.
snack around the world. Adult beverage for the older folks around the world, within moderation. Don't get silly.
We will talk about that in the Epcot episode. That is a huge warning.
Don't be silly, people.
Do not be terrible people.
And then to go around the world once, go hit one of the areas for imagination, or go over and see Dory under the sea, or whatever you want to do there.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in Epcot.
For the afternoon, make another lap around the world. Hit some restaurants, get some food, and enjoy your day. And don't forget to see Illuminations.
Don't forget to see Illuminations. That's a live entertainment is important.
And then we get up bright and early. And your last day, the last park, it's got to be Magic Kingdom.
Got to be Magic Kingdom.
Once you've been around for when we go now, we've been so many times.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily care about the order. It's the experience we want for what day. And we also do it scheduled with our meals, where we're gonna be dining might dictate the park we pick that day.
Yeah. I will tell you, Disney makes it easy. The pricing is the recommended park order.
Interesting.
So if you go to the cheapest park first and then make your way up to the most expensive park, that is typically what I think you should do with the little kids. Because Hollywood Studios, for me at least, has always left a huge imprint. So that one I say you should go third. So Epcot and Hollywood is the one I say you should switch.
Okay.
But I completely agree with you because, yet again, the reason I decided that I should be doing a podcast like this is I've experienced it since I was little, as well as now that I'm older. So I think I could see it through the eyes, personally, as the little kid all the way through up to the older teenager. That's why we're doing Your Disney Teen. So yeah, there's lots of cool things that you can see from different perspectives of ages.
Very cool.
Alright, number 2, group splitting.
Group splitting. Why would we split up?
Okay, we don't need to because there's only 3 of us.
Okay.
But if you're going with a huge group of people...
I do not recommend that. Do not go with a huge group of people. It's not as much fun.
But if you are,
okay.
Here's why we do group splitting. Let's say you're going with 10 people, and you're all...
Do I like any of these 10 people?
You have to like at least most of these 10 people.
Okay.
Okay, so, for example, let's say it's us and then the Williams.
Okay.
For numbers, so that's 4, what's Olivia, that's 5, what's the 3 of us? That makes 8 people. So, we're gonna probably end up splitting into groups of 2. That is the easiest way to split it. Split into groups of 2. That way when you go, even if all of us are going on the same ride, split into groups of 2.
Makes sense.
That way the cast members can get more people through the ride slightly faster. It may not look like it, but once you think about the whole scheme and numbers, you're actually helping the queue go much faster.
Okay, fair enough.
And then lastly, my favorite, the circle method. This one I kind of get mad about, watching videos online of people going in the parks and they don't use this. It makes me just a little bit mad because you're going to have people running back and forth around the parks. Zigzagging is a great way to waste an hour or 2.
The very first
waste
time,
2 hours.
The very first time we went as adults, the person that planned the trip, love them, the person that planned the trip, it was like we ran from one thing to another. We were constantly missing stuff.
That is why they do multiple shows.
It was there, and it was crazy. And then park hoppers. If you're only going to Disney for a day and you really want to experience 2 parks, do a park hopper. But if not, go do 4 days, 1 day at each park.
Yep.
And that way you're not wasting time on a bus or on a tram going back and forth between the two parks. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So the circle method is a method that we have kind of messed with a lot.
Perfected.
We perfected it. We're amazing. And I feel like Magic Kingdom is built for that layout. Absolutely. If you basically go up to where the road splits into 4 pieces and just turn a direction, you can make an entire circle around the park. And if you're really worried about like which live entertainments you want to watch, that's why Disney purposely has multiple shows. So it's not just, oh, I have to be here at this specific time because I want to see this show. They have multiple, so all you really need to do is see what the closest show is and stay in that area until that show.
Well, and the circle method is really cool, especially in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Because when you get to the center hub where Walt and Mickey are in front of the castle, you can go any direction and follow that around, and it'll bring you back to the center.
Hub.
So the hub is the spot to base everything. You can go to Frontierland and go around. You can go to Adventureland and go around. You can go to Fantasy. You can go to Future World, wherever. But each one of those loops back to the center hub, so you don't have to backtrack. So it's pretty cool.
I personally love going into Tomorrowland when we do
Stitch.
They got rid of Stitch like a long time ago, Dad.
I know, I just have to cry when I can't see Stitch anymore.
We can talk about the cool Easter eggs that they did leave.
What'd they leave?
For Stitch.
What'd they leave?
In the Magic Kingdom episode. You gotta come back.
Okay, well, I have to.
For Stitch. Especially with the 100 years.
Always leave them wanting more. Good job, kid.
So you gotta come back to get all the Stitch things.
Well, thank you for asking me to be on your first podcast with you.
Of course.
I know you're gonna have to work hard to convince Mom to do one with you. But we are Disney people. We go to Disney. We're Disney adults. We have a Disney teen now, and honestly, it's there's no place on earth like the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always tons of fun, and we will be talking about. If you're not going to a park one day, there's tons of other things you can do.
Yeah, I gotta tell
tons of other things you can do.
It's a Disney vacation is not cheap to go, but over the years, through the good times and the bad, we still went to Disney.
Yeah.
There's lots of things you can do that aren't in the theme parks, and you can still have that Disney experience. We're not going to talk about all of them on this podcast.
There's a lot.
I have forbidden her from talking about some of them because. These podcasts get out there and people learn all the tricks, and then Disney changed the rules.
Yeah.
So there's things that we used to be able to do that was awesome. Like I knew how to park for free and never had to pay for parking, and I knew how to do that.
Wait, you knew that?
I knew how to do that.
Well, they got around that.
They closed that up. You can't do that anymore. So
wait, now I'm curious. How did you do that?
So you used to be able to just go to a resort.
Mm-hmm.
So we would go to a resort that was on the monorail.
Yeah.
And park at the resort and then hop on the monorail at the resort. Well, you can't do that anymore. You have to have a reason to be at that resort. A dinner resort.
I will be talking about that trick.
A meal reservation.
I will be talking about that trick.
So we classically, what we'll do is if we're going to, let's say we're going to Magic Kingdom, we will do breakfast at Ohana with
my favorite.
Lilo and Stitch.
My favorite breakfast.
But then after breakfast, we just hop on the tram and go to the park. So as long as we had a reservation, a reason to be at the resort, you can do it.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get away with it all the time. Never had to pay for parking. The other thing is they used to be cash only.
They used to be cash only?
At the parking lots. So if you pulled up and said, I don't have any cash, they just let you park for free. So
that's
I just
smart.
They're smart now because they now have credit card scanners and everything because a lot of people don't use cash. But
well.
Anyway, thanks again for having me on.
Of course.
Look forward to you developing your skills with podcasting, and talking about something you love will help a lot.
I can't wait to do more episodes with you.
We'll see. Bye.
Bye.
M-I-C.
K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
Alright.
We're just insane, it's fine. Thank you. Next time we have guests, they will have a personal camera. Dak. Okay, bye.